You are listening to Two Dudes Talking Cougs, a podcast by BYU fans for BYU fans. Just two dudes talking Cougs.
Welcome to Two Dudes Talking Cougs. I'm your host, Jarrett Webster. I'm here with my co-host,
Jason Webster.
All right, let's jump into it, Tace. State of the Cougs. All right, I guess for those of you who are new here, which is everyone because it's literally our fourth episode, so we have no long-time listeners.
Yep.
Everyone's new. We're going to talk about the State of the Cougs, then...
Are we doing Cougar Cap after? Or what are we doing after? Oh, yeah. Path to victory.
It's all right. Taysom's also new here. Keys to victory.
Yep.
Then...
Cougar Cap.
Then...
Cougar Chaos.
Cougar Chaos. Okay. So, State of the Cougs. Let's start with a brief State of the Cougs for the football team. What do you got for us?
8-1.
8-1.
Sadly, we just lost to Texas Tech in football. Basketball is 3-0. Had a tough game against Delaware last night. We were there. Honestly, it was only tough in the first quarter. The second quarter, we just... Second half...
Rookie calling them quarters over here.
I used to football. Second half, it was a lot easier for our team.
Yeah. Football, I think taking a step back, playing at Texas Tech, that's a really good team. Big budget. Obviously, they brought in lots of guys from the transfer portal, and those dudes can play. I think it exposed a couple things for BYU in terms of like long term, where are we and where do they need to continue to grow. I think that our defensive line is good. I think we've got some young guys, Nusi and Akana and Hunter Clegg.
Oh, yeah.
But size-wise and just that Texas Tech team on the defensive line is next level. But I think that's where BYU needs to take maybe another step in the future. Also, playmakers on the outside, obviously too. Just hard to block those guys, and so we were running lots of 7 and 8 man blocking schemes where that leaves add 1 to 7. That is 8. Okay, thanks. Add 1 to 8. That is
9.
Which leaves you 2 guys or 3 guys en route. Lots of times there. That was tough, but I think also there was lots of plays to just be made that BYU just didn't make. Which when you're playing a great team, you got to make those plays. But also that means that they were there and they had, I think, the ability to play much closer to that team, which is a good thing because that's a really good team. So State of the Cougs there, 8-1, number 12 overall. Hey, just win 3 games.
Yep.
That's all you got to do.
Win out.
Go 1-0 this week. Basketball, State of the Cougs. I think you're still seeing a lot of gelling and meshing, and
yeah.
how do you overcome and withstand getting punched in the mouth by a team who's going to get up to play you like Delaware coming across the country.
Yeah.
They obviously did that. Second half looked much different, scored 51 points.
Yeah.
But I think later in the season, that type of thing is going to happen more quickly, because I think Kevin Young even said in his post-game comments that they're still kind of looking for who can come off the bench and be scoring. Dawson Baker will probably be that. Dawson Baker didn't play in the exhibition games. He kind of ended the summer and fall, I guess off-season, was called the off-season, a little nicked up and dinged up. So he's still coming back in.
It's also hard for basketball because a lot of the freshmen play a couple of the freshmen play 1 year, then they go to play the NBA. You don't, especially in this class, you don't really have a lot of people staying for long, so it's hard to keep a good team together and have a good chemistry
and continuity. Yeah, so that's kind of, I think, the state of the basketball team right now. Obviously, they are 3-0.
We're going to get better throughout the season.
Top 10 team, playing a top 10 team on the road in Boston.
Top 5 team.
And top 5.
Too. Yeah.
So let's move into keys for victory. Since we're talking about basketball, let's start there. Tace, what did you say when we were prepping for the show? You thought the basketball keys to victory?
I thought don't let them go on runs like Delaware did. And then I
think that's all you said about basketball.
No, I said one other thing. Oh, yeah. We can't go 8% on threes in the first half.
Yeah, 1 for 12. I was like, man, I don't think BYU is going to shoot 1 for 10.5 again. Yeah. I said that last game. And then they're like, yeah, you're right. We won't go 1 for 10. We'll go 1 for 12 and do you one better. So, yeah, 3-point shooting. It's crazy because, Tyler Emross was brought in for, he's an athletic kid, defense and 3-pointers. Hasn't made a 3 yet this year. Yeah. Robert Wright, the third, hit his first 3 of the season. Nobody could buy a 3-pointer in the first half of that game. So, yeah, I would say keys to victory. Avoid letting UConn go on runs. You can't let them go on runs and try to come back against a team like that. Number 2, I would say, whether it's hitting threes or not hitting threes, I think if we're hitting threes, great, take them. But I think also this team can score even without the 3-point game being there.
Especially Rob Wright, Richie Saunders, those guys. Rob Wright, as you can see, he's really fast, so he can get to the board.
And I think, if you listen to any Kevin Young comments, he talked about, what's his phrase? I think paint the 3 or something. So get it into the paint and then out. And we were taking some not great threes. So I would say I think a key to victory here is just taking good shots and not forcing 3-pointers. If the 3-pointers aren't there, not forcing them.
If 3-pointers aren't there, try to hit the board.
And we're going to talk about these 3 guys in our Cougar Cap in here just a second after we talk keys to victory of the football game. But, Richie Saunders and AJ and Robert Wright can all get into the paint and they can all score.
Yep.
Going downhill, so no need to settle if it's not falling. All right, keys to victory against TCU this week.
Don't let the loss linger, and
at church sometimes we have what's called a linger longer after church, and we stay and have dessert and whatever, right? We want to not linger longer, right?
Yeah. And then Bear Bachmeyer needs to not be Bear Cub Bachmeyer.
Not Bear Cup, he's Big Bear.
Yes.
Yeah, he had his first rough game. I think it's pretty awesome that it took until the 9th game and playing a top team in the nation before he had it. So.
It wasn't even really
It wasn't just him.
Yeah, it wasn't just him. The muffed punt started it. And,
yeah, a lot of things. We're not going to spend too much time on it because A, it's depressing, and B, we're on to TCU week. So let's. I would say my keys to victory. TCU's coach comes from the Mike Leach tree air raid offense. A lot of times when people hear air raid, what they think that means is lots of throws, which it does. That's true. Lots of deep balls doesn't necessarily mean that, because in the air raid offense, you're throwing a lot more than you're running on purpose. Yeah. And your throw game becomes your run game. So there's swing passes out to the running backs, but mostly it's just lots of short passes. So I would say a key to victory is going to be what's the words I'm looking for? Muddying the vision of Josh Hoover, their quarterback. I think that we might see some drop 8, rush 3 this week, so that he's looking that Kalani coached teams when we've played air raid offenses in the past. I've actually done fairly well against these teams. Yeah. And primarily what we do have done a lot is drop 8, because in an air raid offense, because they're wanting to get it out quick on quick passes, that's the air raid.
Yeah. Another thing I thought of that I could add to the keys of victory is don't let the small passes add up to big yards.
You got to tackle. In air raid offense, you got to tackle
yes.
quick because you can't let those small throws become bigger gains.
Yeah.
That's why I think you're going to see drop 8 because in an air raid offense, if you blitz, you're kind of helping them out a little bit because the quarterback wants to get the ball out of his hand quick anyway, and now you're just outmanned. And not that we won't bring blitzes and things. I think that we'll just kind of see that. I think another thing will be ball control will be important. So the weather looks like it's actually trending up. Originally, it was supposed to be in the 30s. Now it's looking like it's going to be high 40s, even 50 at kickoff. It's not going to be as big of an issue, and maybe even a non-issue. But holding on to the ball and having lots of ball control so that the air raid offense can't get a chance to get going, I think will be another key to this week's victory. Okay, that brings us to Coug or Cap. So, Tace, here we go. Coug or Cap. The BYU football team will finish the regular season, 11-1.
I'm gonna say Coug on that one.
Coug.
Because I think we handled TCU at home. I think Cincinnati, I used to be kind of scared of them. Obviously, I'm not oh yeah, we're gonna beat them right now. But I'm not as scared anymore. So I think we're gonna handle them at their stadium. And then UCF, I think we win that game because they're from Orlando, Florida, where it never snows, and there's probably going to be some snow. And
or
not
it's
snow
at least going to be cold.
Is it going to be cold for sure?
Yeah, and also UCF not good at football this year.
Yeah,
that also helps. Okay, next one, Tace. Let's jump to a basketball. Let's go with. Do you remember what the second one was?
I don't know.
Okay, we'll do the other football one. So, Cougar Cap, Bear Bachmeier throws for over 250 yards this week against TCU.
I'm trying to think of TCU's defense from you. I think it's hard because I think maybe it's 200, maybe not 250. But I'm not going to say 250, but I'm just going to say Cap because I'm going to say close. But I don't want to say that's Cap just because it's close.
You're saying?
No, I'm going to say Coug.
Coug, okay.
I don't think it's going to throw over 250, maybe a little bit before.
So you're thinking of right around there.
Yeah, right around. And I don't want to say Cap because it's a couple years behind, so I'm going to say Coug.
Okay. Tace, Coug or Cap? I remember the other one. At some point this season, BYU basketball will have 3 20-point scorers in the first game. Last night against Delaware, Robert Wright III, Richie Saunders, both over 20, and AJ, 18, I think.
Yeah, I think from what you're telling me, I forgot that AJ had 18. But yeah, I'm gonna say not Cap, Coug, cause I think Kaba could maybe get to 20.
That's bold. Kaba's not a great scorer.
I don't care.
Okay, I'm just saying.
I'm
bold move.
Maybe. I'm saying maybe. A 2% chance. I'm saying.
Okay.
Richie Saunders can definitely. Rob Wright can definitely. I think AJ will be able to. I think once Dawson Baker's able to play, he could have a 20-point game. So I'm going to say Coug.
All in the same game. You think 3 guys could get 20 points all in the same game?
Yes.
Okay. I haven't said anything yet about Cougar Cap. I'm going to go Coug on this. I think it's possible. Those 3 guys, AJ, Rob Wright, and Richie. I'm going to throw another one in there who I think is going to have some games that he goes off, Kennard Davis.
Oh, yeah.
Just throwing that in there. But I think it would be, obviously, to me, it's those 3, the big 3, have a decent chance of doing that. All right, Coug or Cap? We need to be worried about Richie Saunders, though.
Cap. there's only
Three games.
No.
Oh,
Oh yeah, 3 games into the season, but 3-4 returning players from last year. He doesn't really know anybody. Same with the whole team. Also Richie had 26 points.
He made 6 3-pointers in the second half. The second half last night, much better. First half, he was kind of non-existent. Where was he? Missing free throws. Broke his streak of made free throws, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe he'd already done that. Didn't look great. Obviously, he was sick against Villanova, but didn't look great then. So kind of just a little bit un-Richie-esque so far.
Yeah.
But it's early, and so I'll also say cap on that.
Yeah.
All right.
Honestly, I think Richie's going to be one of the best players on the team.
Yeah.
If not the best.
Okay. In our final segment, Cougar Chaos. This is where we discuss just something random or funny. And I will say my Cougar Chaos of the week was BYU going 1 for 12 from 3 to start the first half, or in the first half. And we were at the game, and just the anxiety of the crowd building every shot, every three-pointer. Yeah. And there was one drive down the court, drive football. There was one trip down the court where BYU, I think, shot like 3 threes because of getting rebounds. And it just kind of felt like no ball was ever going to go in the hoop again. That's like what it kind of felt like in the arena. And then Robert Wright hits a 3 a little bit later, and it was like chaos. It was chaos.
It was insane because
everyone just was so excited.
We actually made a 3.
Yeah, stadium got super loud. The arena got crazy loud. So there's my Cougar Chaos.
Yeah. During the game, I was in my mind. I was like, we could actually lose to Delaware. Like, obviously,
that would have been chaos.
That would have been chaos. But we didn't. But my Cougar Chaos is, I don't know.
How about, do you want me to give you one?
Sure, yeah.
How about Tanner Wall saying that the Texas Tech guys, did you know what Tanner Wall was saying?
Oh, no.
What the Texas Tech guys said to him after the game?
No.
The Texas Tech guys, as they're giving each other slap hands, as they're giving each other 5 and stuff, walking off the field, he said a few Texas Tech players were like, hey, we'll see you guys in a few weeks in the championship game. So, that's some respect, even though they just had dominated us, but I think they see us,
Yeah. I think they probably played their best game of the season. Maybe second best, but it is one of their least scoring games all season. But it's also really good for them that they scored 22 against us. Because it's a top 10 matchup.
They scored 29.
Yeah, well, 22 more than us.
Oh, gotcha.
Gotcha.
Yeah, well, go Cougs. Let's beat TCU. Let's beat UConn, right?
Yeah.
I think that's it for this week's edition of... What's our podcast called?
It's called nothing. It's called nothing. Okay, 2 dudes talking Cougs.
What? Say it.
2 dudes talking Cougs.
2 dudes talking Cougs.
Just 2 dudes talking Cougs.